Today I'm going to be talking about CBT. CBT stands for Cognitive Behaviour Therapy. Basically that looks at how we think and the behaviour that follows. People in the UK tend to have mixed feelings about therapy. We feel a bit more of a failure, or it's the last resort, whereas our American friends know the benefits of therapy and how it can help them move forward. Therapy is for people who are stuck. It could be people who are just unfulfilled, have got negative thought processes. It could be people who have a problem and they just don't know how to get through it. It could be mental disorders such as bipolar, such as clinical depression or anxiety. Anything really that is someone's finding some emotional or negative mindset. Coaching and therapy are often linked. The benefit of being a coach and a therapist is, if I was just a coach, I would plan and help you plan a goal and of how you're going to achieve the said goal. We could work on how to achieve it, what resources you would need to achieve it, to visualize it. But the problem is, if unsubconscious to you, you have got a negative process, or you've got some trauma there lying dormant, or something that's going to scupper it. Maybe it's just you don't feel that you can do it. It's kind of like building a house on a swamp. So to make sure the house is going to be built properly, you need to make sure the foundations are good. And therapy looks at your foundations and makes sure everything's right and in place and solid. So with coaching, it's more about planning, getting that kind of goal you really want, and making sure we've got a map of how you're going to do that, the resources you would need, the finance structure, the support network you would need, the knowledge you would need. So it's working on a plan, and then we kind of keep going back over that. We look at the strengths, weaknesses, the opportunities, anything that's going to get in the way, how we're going to do there, look at anything that could help us get there, and any smaller goals along the way we can tick off. So as a therapist, it's just really making sure that your thought processes and behaviours and everything match. Looking at any possible triggers, any areas for concern, just trying to make sure that you've got a healthy attitude and life. As a therapist, that don't make you do anything you don't want to do. In fact, most of the time we listen, we help you get the knowledge, find out for yourself, so you're very much more empowered, so you can tackle anything on your own. As a therapist, it's really just about helping you and empowering you and giving you the help and the knowledge that you need to move forward in life. I'm not just going to ask you how you feel all the time, and that's a bit of a bugbear within CBT. I would always ask the client and say, these are the options available to you. If someone's had a real lot of trauma, the softly approach can help. But then if you have some sort of either a businessman or somebody professional who knows a bit more about themselves, that doesn't always cut the mustard. So probably a little bit more confrontational and a bit more challenging is a way forward. But I would always discuss that with you. How many sessions really depends on the problem. It could be, say for example, back to my car analogies, for example, if you just need a set of brake pads, it's not so much of a problem. But if you need a whole engine overhaul, it could take a few more sessions. That would be discussed after the assessment session, so we get an idea of what both of us need to help you achieve. Therapy is not just about telling someone to be positive. That's one of the worst things you can do to someone who's depressed or anxious. They need to be shown why and where's the negativity and why are they thinking like that, and trying to sort of fix the problem as opposed to just being positive affirmations. Positive affirmations do not work. You need to get to the root of the problem and sort it out. What to expect in any session. After the initial assessment stage, we can look at working on a plan, seeing how many more further sessions are needed, what resources are needed, medical attention is advised, and also if we suit. If you don't like me, or I don't feel like I can work with you, or if there's an emotional connection, or just if the problem's too big for me to be able to deal with, I can help you find the right solutions though, and what you would need to look for. Discretion and privacy is very, very important to me, and I'm sure it is to you. None of the cases are discussed with anyone else. All the details are kept private, and it's never discussed or disclosed to anyone. I hope that's given you an idea of what CBT is about. If you'd like to know more, please get in touch or leave a comment. I hope this video finds you well, and thank you for watching.